Hello and welcome to Yellow Brick Road Reselling. Today I'm going to go over some items that I have sold on eBay. These are all items that I have sourced at thrift stores, a local auction house, and YouTube auctions. I did a video, I think it was last week or the week before, which were all items that I have sold via retail arbitrage. And I just wanted to let you know that really through the holiday season, my brand new items that were retail arbitrage really outpaced any of my used thrifted items. But I did sell some thrifted items, so I wanted to show you guys what those items are. So let's get right into it. First, I have these Russ Tweet Along With Me. These are some birds that I picked up at the Goodwill over in Vermont. I picked them up, I think it was earlier this year, and I was able to pick up, I think, about 20 to 25 of them. And I think I only have about 2 or 3 left. And somebody sent me a best offer for this one, plus this one. And I think they paid maybe $25 for the 2 of them. And I was happy with that. I have $1.50 into one and $3 into the other. So overall, I was all right with that. And it got it out of my space since it's been almost a year that I've had these in stock. Next are these Harley Coasters. I paid $1 for these. I got them at a local, indoor antique, flea market kind of a place. I want to say antique, but it has a lot of new stuff in there too. But I paid $1 for them. Sold them for $29.88. Plus they paid shipping. Then I have this vintage shirt. I've actually had this for 2 years. Actually, it'll be 2 years. Up here says February 6, 2019. I did take a best offer of $20 for this, but I only paid $1 for it, so I was okay with that. And I'll just show you the tag called Shapely. Nice vintage shirt, $33.19. Actually, no, $20. $20 best offer. So this is a Reindeer Ornament. I picked this up at a YouTube auction. The auction was on a channel called Flippin' Frozen. Donna, I think she has them on Tuesday and Fridays at 6 or 7, something like that. And I actually purchased these from somebody that was auctioning on her channel that actually ended up living in Arizona. And I am in New York. So I will tell you that if you're going to go to any of these auctions and you have to pay shipping, you need to, it's not built into the shipping price because some of them are. You need to know where they're located and figure out how much shipping might be as you're bidding. I was a little shocked with how much shipping was. Actually, I think shipping ended up costing more than what my items were. So I was really surprised. But this one, I paid $5.20 for it when all said and done. And I sold it for the $18.77. This one, my son gave me a box of goodies to just see he didn't want any more. This was included in that. So I have no expense into it. And I sold it for $16.88. This is another auction thing I got. These are Cricut Imagine cartridges. I bought these on the Bearded Pickers auction on Tuesday nights. I bought these from Harlan. And I paid $14 for this. Actually, bought a whole lot of them. I have some other ones still for sale. But $14. And this was sold for $43.88 with the buyer paying shipping. Punderdome. I picked this game up at the Salvation Army for 99 cents. And I was actually planning on using it here on my channel just for some fun and games when I go live. But I could not figure out how to play this or how I could really use it. So I ended up listing it and I sold it for $15.97. Alright, funny story behind this, and maybe you can relate to this, but this year I grabbed my Christmas totes, brought them upstairs to start decorating for Christmas, opened up the tote, and one of the totes had some items in it that were not Christmas, but were items that I took down from my living space last year to be able to put up Christmas items, but for some reason I never put them back up when I undecorated for Christmas. This was one of those items. So I decided that since it's been a year and I haven't even missed that it wasn't even where it normally would be on the mantle, I went ahead and listed it, sold it for the $68.88 plus the buyer paid shipping. This mug I picked up at the antique flea marketplace, and I paid 75 cents for it. Sold it for $21.74, and they paid shipping. I love picking up anything that looks like it's homemade pottery. I love that. Next is a Baltimore Ravens. For a while there, I was always picking up NFL stuff. I've laid off because it doesn't seem to be selling as good as it was in the past. I don't know if it's just because there's not the fans going to the games or getting together for the football parties and all that kind of stuff, so they're not wearing their garb as much. But this one I finally did end up selling for the $20.74. I did have it on a 32% off sale, and I paid $2 for this. This longer burger, I didn't really know what to call it. Fabric, gift bag, lunch, tote, purse. I mean, you could use it for so many things. It was, really like the size of a lunch bag. But if you like to carry small purses or totes, it would be perfect for that. I did pay $1 for this at the thrift store and sold it for $20.11. I just got to say, that's really odd. $20.11. I don't know really where the 11 came from. It's almost like I must have had it on sale at one time and it stayed at the sale price. That's very odd. I don't price things like that normally. All right, this was another ornament that I picked up at the online auction on YouTube. Again, I bought it at the same time I bought the reindeer. I feel like I overpaid for it. This one I definitely overpaid for it because I paid $5.50. But when I bid, I was told that it was brand new in the box. And I just want to show you. This is what it looks like. Anything missing? How about the ornaments? There were no ornaments in the box. So it was not brand new in the box. I went back and watched the YouTube video. And again, she did state that it was brand new in the box. And she was actually going to open it and show. And the other people on the panel said, no, don't open it. If it's brand new, don't open it. She should have opened it. If it was not sealed, she should have opened it and showed that it was still brand new. But in this case, it was not brand new. But anyway, I did sell it for $18.77. This I picked up at the Salvation Army. I paid $8 for it. It is a girl's North Face jacket. It did have a little tiny hole in it. Right there. It's hard to see, but right there's a little tiny hole. And I did mention it in the, I did mention it down here. The jacket is in great condition, but there is a small hole on the pink side near the pocket. It does not go all the way through. So it's really still in great condition. Sold it for $58.88, plus they paid shipping. This Afghan, I bought a bunch of blankets that were handmade from a local auction house. They usually have auctions in person. They just started doing them online. And I think this was the second week they were doing them. And there were not very many people in there. So I was able to get some really good deals. But boy, word has gotten out. And the bidding is almost really, when I look at eBay comps, people are bidding like they're buying from eBay. So there really hasn't been much after this auction for me to buy to flip. But I did get this plus other ones. When I break down the cost, it cost $6.40 for this. This actually ended up going international, and the buyer paid over $30 in shipping, and I did make a little bit of money even on the shipping. So I'm really happy with this sale of $79.77 plus a little bit on the shipping. Next is Orvis, paid $4 for this. Sold it for $34.77. I love to pick up anything that's fishing related. And of course, Orvis is all about fishing. And this nice sweatshirt went for $34. This sweater, this has been listed for 2 years and almost 2.5 years. And I thought for sure it was going to sell right away. It's in excellent condition. There really was no flaws. Nice wool sweater, cardigan. And I had it on sale for 30% off. Ended up selling it. Actually, I took a best offer of $20 and sold this. I have $4 into it. Another item that sat in my store for 2 years, and I thought for sure this was going to sell right away when I saw it. It's an all-over print, Labatt's Blue. I couldn't find what it was from. I am very close to Canada, and Labatt's Blue is a Canadian beer, so I'm assuming that it probably came from Canada into our thrift store. But it was just a great, great t-shirt with just this all-over print. Like I said, the back, everything. Ended up taking a best offer of $10. $10 for this. And I have $3 into it. So I probably pretty much almost broke even. But I got it out of here after 2.5 years, or 2 years. I was happy to see it go, finally. Another item I picked up at an auction. This one I'm pretty sure I picked up from Melanie Lightbeam. That is her auction channel name. It was not on her auction, though. I can't remember whose auction it was on. But I bought this for $3.88. It was in a lot of pins, so I just divided it amongst how many pins were in that lot to find out what my costs were. I got a best offer of $50 on this within a couple of days of listing it. I hemmed and hawed about whether I should take it because the offer came pretty quickly. But I thought, come on, Tamara, you got $3.88 into it. Let's take the $50 offer. I took the offer, but the person still took about 3 or 4 days to pay. I was really worried afterwards, but they ended up paying, and off it went. Another auction find. Wow, I really did well on some items that I was able to get from auctions, and I've just been really busy lately. Haven't had a chance to hang out in them. But this one I bought from, I think it's Wolf Toy, and then he has a number after his name. I can't remember. But I don't think he holds any auctions on his own. He always does them on somebody else's channel. And I know he's going to be on, I think Paul Antonelli has a channel who does auctions every Wednesday, and I'm pretty sure that's where he's going to be because I think he's getting out of the auction realm. But I did get this one. I paid $4.67, and I sold it for $19.88. And last but surely not least, we got Winnie the Pooh dressed as Santa Claus. I picked him up for $1 at the local antique thrift, antique flea market, and sold him for $22.87. Well, thanks so much for coming. If you are new to my channel, please head on over and check out the other videos that I make. If it looks like something that interests you, I would love for you to go ahead and subscribe. I do have playlists here, so if you're looking for just types of videos like this about what sold, I do have, let me see right here, what sold on eBay. You can watch the whole playlist. If you're looking for to do stuff about Amazon, getting started on eBay, whatever, I kind of have all these different playlists, so go ahead and take a look at them, see if it's something that might interest you. And of course, if you like this content, hit that thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. I am I say newer, it hasn't even been a year yet that I've been on YouTube, and I could use the extra help. All right, that's it. Thanks a lot for coming and hanging out and seeing what I sold on eBay. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.